Welcome back to my channel. Sorry about what happened before, but I did get my finding on. I still need to get that clipped on to the side of my journal, but I'm going to hang that off with a chain. But I tried to keep it in keeping with the colour of my journal. Now, the purpose of the video was basically to make a cap, and I used that metal bar. You can use scrapbooking paper. Just use your punch, cut, and there you've got a cap. And you just twirl it around till it suits you. You can use cans of Coke, which I had one. Well, I've got one. Oh, this one's done by paper. And if you see, I've used some glimmer mist, glossy accents. So that's that one, which actually I think might go a little bit better with this journal. I wanted it long and shaggy. So, but you can cut them out of Coke tins. And I had one made up. And for the life of me, I don't know where it's gone. But that's what the purpose of the video was. So you cut in the middle, and then you twirl it around. There. But you've got to really manipulate it. So you've got to look on Crafty Mamas, and she shows you. So you basically really, if you want it squarish or roundish and that, and then you get it and you basically have made a topper to hide your ball. Don't forget to use your inks. So this is basically why I did this video, because I don't like seeing things without a cap. So that's a quick way of making a cap. So there's my two boho tassels. I'm not a tassel person, but I decided I'd make a tassel for this journal. So next, so these can be used in multiple ways, but there it is. So if you've got a punch, they're ideal to make these. We can have one of these punches, and it actually cuts through tin. I will just put it, I'll show you what I mean. And I don't know where it went because it flew away. There you go. You punch a hole in the center of it. Once you've got the hole, you just cut in the middle, and then you just play with it till you form your cap. So if you want it all nicely patterned or whatnot, put in the big shot, but only once because it's frail. But yeah, you just sort of play with it. And that's what Crafty Mamas, I was sort of YouTubing how to make caps, and that's what I come across. But yeah, before you add it on, you make sure that you use your inks to stain it. And it's easy to stain. So basically that's your cans of Coke. So I don't really need that because I'm not really keen on having metals with my stuff. I'm on blood thinner injections, and I unfortunately can't use them. So what I thought we'd do is make some boho pins, but I've lost. Here's one I was working on, but I was going to make another one, and I wanted it so I like using my leftover jewelry, but I don't know what I've done with my clip. I'm so disorganized, guys. I'm so sorry. This is always the way with me. I'm disorganized. Nothing seems to run smoothly these days. But I'm trying to keep myself occupied so I don't do stuff that I'm not allowed to do. So I'm trying to keep myself occupied with other things, even though I am playing Evelyn's journal. Just trying to see what I've done with that clip. But I can't find it. I'm just not having a good day, I tell you. I'm losing everything. Don't you have days like that where you're losing yourself amongst your stuff? I'm just seeing if I dropped it in here. Unless I can find another one. That's too small. I wanted a bigger one. And I want a silver one. And just because I want a big one, I can only find a pink one. I don't want a pink one. Here's a big one. Okie dokie. So how you start with these is, we might do it in pink, is, let's thread it from the other side. And I just slip it through my jewellery. Piece of jewellery, I want this to hang from it. So I'll make sure this is threaded on the other side. Just thinking little boho things that I can utilise for my journal. Things hanging off my page and whatnot. So that's already on there. It's fairly heavy, but I like that. And when you like that, that's what you use. I like using different. So I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of glue to start me off. I'm just getting in a mess. Because using fabric glue, you do get sticky. That's the problem. So I do want to leave room there to put a pin. And then I'm starting to wrap. And because I want it to continue to stick, it's just another way of making boho beads. I'm trying to come up with techniques of different types of boho beads we can make for our junking. And then it just depends how far you want to take this. And this is, again, is what it's all about. How far do you want to take it? How thick you want it. And I think that's thick enough. Let me get my scissors. That's not the scissors I want, but anyway. I'm not supposed to be reaching out, so Julianne, tell me off, because she will. There you go. So now what we do, I don't mind that string hanging off because it's boho-ish, but I might clean it up a bit. And then it's a matter of deciding what I want to do. So I can put my pin in there for the hanging. But what I decided to do is, no, I don't need that. There it is. I need some wire. So I'm just going to thread my wire through that so that I make sure it's going to be looped in, and I will thread over it. And you notice I didn't put any other colours for now. Actually, I should put something else in there. So we'll take that out, and we're going to put some of this wool. And normally I would tie it off, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a tab of glue on there. And just go over it. Just little things I've seen on the net. And don't ask me who now, because I can't remember. Because this is what I do. I just muck around these days and watch a fair bit of YouTube. And I've been quite enjoying it, actually. Just something different for me. Make sure that's on. And then what I need is... because I want to work a little bit differently to the norm, I am going to find some little beads to go on there. And I've got plenty that I can attach to my wires. To my wire. Just something different. Because we're allowed to be different, aren't we? I will thread that through and just take it over to the side. Now I'm going to thread it once around, and then I'm going to cut, and I'm just going to pick up some of these beads. And no glasses to see with. Oh my goodness. Don't you like Jenny when she does this sort of stuff? I'm trying to get them, guys. Very hard to see, I tell you. Not wearing my glasses, but I don't know where they are. The story of my life. I don't know where anything is. That's truly what it has been like lately. Trying to keep myself occupied without overdoing it has been really, really, really hard. Well, there's a couple of beads already there. So what I'm doing is I try to spread them out. I did make one. I don't know where it is. And then just look for more beads. And you're just basically creating something else. You know, like something different. And then you attach these with a bulb pen on your journal. Here's some little seed beads, if I can get hold of them. There's one. There's a silver one. Might get her. I don't want too many. I just want to... Look, I would have normally sewn this on, but I've seen someone on YouTube. Again, don't ask me who it was. Feed these through. But... like I said, my friends are doing all types of stuff on YouTube lately with this sort of stuff. And because I'm making the Gypsy Journal, I need to make some different elements for it. That's if I can catch a bead. This one's a real crystal, so I really wanted that. But anyway, if I can't have that, I'll have a seed bead. There you go. There's, whoops, it come off, but there's one still there. We'll get a pearl. And I think I'm going to have to feed them, you know. So I want that there. And there you are. So with that, you get your bolt pin. Here's a little gold one here. I've got some bronze ones there, smaller ones that I would rather have used. And you just feed it through there. And there you go. It's a piece of jewellery you can hang off your journal. You can tidy it up if you want. And if you're worried it's going to come undone, your wire, just use your glue gun, but I doubt it. How cute. So that's that one. And here's my other little one. And that's with a safety pin. Again, you just get a bolt pen. We don't need that yet. You can do nothing with it, or you can put another. Let me see. There's a lot of little silver ones here. I might be able to feed them through. Okay, where's my wire? I just think this is a nifty idea, you know, like to have little danglies coming off your journal. So I'll just make sure the wire is like that. Feed it across, feed it back. And this time you notice I did not put any I'm trying to think what you'd call it. This stuff. I just sort of wanted a plainer, but I wanted beads. If I can get them on there. It's like they're magnetic for some reason. Oh my God, get one. Oh goodness. Let me see if I can find some. I don't care if they're big. Because I just want it to look different. So I'm not worried about size or anything. The smaller, the better. But because I can't see, I just wanted to just show you. Because the phone rings. This happens. You know, when you're trying to do something or someone disturbs you while you're in the middle of videotaping, which is what happened to me, and really disturbed me. So if the video ends before I showed you everything, thanks for watching. And we'll see you back next time. But yeah, this has been a journey, you know, learning fussy things. Like, this is not really me. I'm a junk journaler. Or I like junking. Junking's what I like doing. Oops. It was in and it came out. I don't like fiddly things, as you can see. It's not really my thing. But I just wanted to show you how cute they look with bits and pieces hanging out of your journal, you know, because they do. They look really cute. The crystals and bits of jewellery. Okay, I think that's enough. So now we just get it and roll it and make sure that we're getting pieces everywhere. So I want to bring that to there. And then we just slowly, oh, that come out. I don't know what it was. There. And then you just get one of your safety pins. I can only see a big one at the moment. But get one of your safety pins and hook it in and hang it off your book. So that's another way of playing. Another way, which now I can't find my stuff. I was going to make something else, but honestly, I'm just having bad luck day. A friend of mine sent me these, and these are ideal for your book pages as well. How cute is that? She did several for me, so that's even ideal. You can tell I'm not a jewellery a person that mucks around with this sort of stuff because I'm not used to it. But I did create that, so I'm happy with myself with the safety. I just think they're cute. It actually looks really cute. And we created this little one. It would have been better with little tiny beads. And oh, there's the bolt pens. See, I'd use bolt pens for hanging these off the off my tabs of my page. See, this one isn't the colour anyway that I would have wanted. So I get a bolt pen. And tomorrow I might make some boho beads. And I might actually do a better job of this than I did with this video. But I just thought I'll give you some ideas and whatnot to start your journaling. You know, boho journals and whatnot. I thought I fed that food there before. There you go. And also, what you can do, if you wanted to, you can add more beadwork. To finish your... and hang it off your journal. So there. So that's two things, and just basically rehashing on the caps. That was a metal finding that I split in the middle. So there's that one, and there's that one. And I've left them long for a reason, because most ladies do not want them in their journals. They just want to hang them off something, and they can trim them to size. I don't like trimming something that someone else will, but that I really like. I think that's gorgeous. So just a little bit of creativity, just some ideas using your Coke tin, cut it off. You can emboss it, put it, get a punch it out, get some inks, paint it, and you've got caps. If you haven't got these metal findings, like I said, I make my own by just cutting into mine, but I happen to watch videos. So, and also you can use fringes to make your cap. So you're not limited to just one thing. The same when you do your boho beads. You haven't got straws. Well, I made mine by using painter's tape. I'd put my findings in, and I'd just get the tape. I'd wind it. Here it is here. I'll show you what I did. Because I didn't think we were able to get straws. And so what I did, I just started at one end, and I just kept threading around, and then I just kept doing it, and I really concentrated on the center so I could give myself that bit of oomph. So I've got to remove. And as you can see, I'm bringing it over to the other end, because I like the big ones, but obviously you can't use the big ones for your bigger journals. So I need to get a bit more tape to squash that right down, and then bring it back. And it's very flexible. So fix up your center and then cut away. And this is how I made my boho beads. Get some fabric, which we might use some sari. Oh, it might be too wide. I just rip my sari. It's just easier for me. Like, for some people it mightn't be easy. For me it is. So I want it that way. So I've created with basically the limited supplies I had, because honestly I didn't have no straws. So basically you can do these with earbuds, paper straws, because in this country we're not allowed to have plastic straws. And then I just keep rolling it. And I don't need much fabric, but I've got to make sure that the glue holds this down. And again, I just work it in. There you go. And then I just glue it down. And I'm not concerned it's going to come apart because I am going to use my wool. And I will tie this at the end. I learnt this from Sally. Like I said, I had no idea how to make boho beads, but I'd been watching a few tutorials and it really, really made sense why you would do this. Whoops. I'm just sticking because of the glue. So it doesn't really matter what you put underneath. Like, for me, it didn't matter. And then I make sure I loop it through and then I run it all the way down. And I bring it through. I just love the fluffy consistency of this eyelash trim. So I like to keep doing it because I like the colours. It'll go with my journal. Till I've covered it all up. And I take it all the way through. Make sure it's in there. Bring it back. And you see the luscious colour. And then I will run some glue. Towards that middle. And that will hold it in. There you go. Cut away. Get my wire. I'm in love with this wire because it's pliable enough for me to use for my boho beads. Again, I'll take it through and these are really strong. Believe it or not, they're really strong. So you don't need anything but tape if that's all you've got to make your base. So there's another boho bead with a difference.